joining us. A group pushing for cleaner energy has released a report linking climate change with a spike in extreme weather events.
Environment Minnesota brought in some heavy hitters in the global warming debate to draw some attention to this report. Arctic explorer Will Steger and veteran meteorologist Paul Douglas say it's just another warning call to move away from fossil fuels. And we get more tonight from KARE 11's John Croman.
On a placid picture postcard September afternoon in Minnesota, you don't want to think about weather disasters. But that's the thought behind the new extreme weather report from Environment Minnesota.
The flooding in the Midwest is really tens of billions of dollars for taxpayers have been impacted. So there's a financial impact by not doing anything.
Ken Bradley argues the angry planet we've seen in 2010 is just a sneak peek of what many climate scientists predict that global warming may produce, whether it's wildfires in the West, drought-driven choking smog in Russia, or historic levels of flooding in Pakistan.
We are now the center of Tornado Alley. Tornado Alley took a 500-mile detour to the north this year. We've had 145 tornadoes in Minnesota, twice as many as Oklahoma.
Veteran meteorologist Paul Douglas, who heads the forecasting company known as Weather Nation, concedes 1 year of painfully prolific twisters does not by itself add up to a planet doomed by man-made greenhouse gases. But he sees it as part of a disturbing pattern.
1 year, one summer does not a trend make, but we've had 384 consecutive months where the global temperature has been warmer than the 20th century average.
The continued breakup of huge ice shelves in the Arctic is what got the attention of polar explorer Will Steger, who asserts the transition away from fossil fuels will have to be part of an economic recovery.
I know the solutions to this are economic. If there wasn't a solution, I think I would hang it and live in the North Woods the rest of my life.
Now, John Blake from the conservative think tank Freedom Foundation of Minnesota had this response to the extreme weather report released today. He said the climate change debate has been hopelessly politicized by organizations like Environment Minnesota. He said they distort science in order to advance a narrow political agenda. He also said that he believed that this issue will not be settled by any activist on either side of the issue, but by scientists. Now, the report will be used to push for political ends at the Capitol, to push for a solar energy standard in Minnesota and federal regulation of carbon-based pollution nationally. And per disclosure here, KARE does have a business relationship with Paul Douglas's Weather Nation on our Weather Now digital channel 11-2. Back to you.
Thank you, John.
Sure.